right. Love you. I'm going to probably hop on to the broadcast. All right. All right. I'll see you in the chat. I'm about to hop over there in just a moment. All right. Love you. Check. Well, hello and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live from Annandale High School Stadium in Annandale, Virginia on a cool March Eve. Blazers FC squaring up to take on Virginia Gunners here in the Super Soccer League American Premier League Conference. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Glad to bring this one to you live here on the channel. Let us know your thoughts in the chat. Is it going to be Blazers? Is it going to be Gunners? And, of course, score predictions before we get kicked off. This is going to be a brand new matchup. Gunners, this is their first season in the league, looking for points against a Blazers side that has had a lot of success making playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. They've come up short in their first few matchups this season, so both sides, no doubt, will be hungry to get some points and move up the table. As we mentioned, new rivalries coming, new matchups. It's always exciting to get some new fresh blood, and we have that tonight. Happy to have you joining with us here on the broadcast. Grab your snacks, grab a drink, and of course, get comfortable. We're strapping in here for Virginia Gunners and Blazers here on DMV Sports Media. We'll be right with you with match kickoff in just a moment. Well, we're getting suited up for action here on a cool eve here in Annandale. Blazers will wear their traditional black kits, playing right to left. It looks like Gunners will suit up with their favored red tops, black bottoms, playing left to right. And goal for Blazers FC will be the familiar Christian Morita Camacho, who has certainly been a huge piece of Blazers' success over the last few seasons. In front of him, he'll have Mike Atuni, Benji Coleman, Andrew Gomez, Dominic Colson, Edward Ayala, Ibrahim Karoma, Nick Ekpada, Arfan Bayet, Jorge Duran, Daniel Wade, Rashid Mahdi back in the side after a prolonged injury, Xavier Gwynn, Abdel Ahmed, and Jaime Castro to round out this roster. We're still waiting on the roster for this Gunners side, but We do recognize at least one face down there. Ahmed El Seer will get the start in between the pipes. A player who certainly has made his rounds, played on a few clubs, including Los Toros, Estudiantes, and the list goes on. He's a young keeper who has a lot of promise and certainly will be called on today for his new side, Gunners FC, squaring up to play from left to right. Get those predictions in the chat. We'll see who we got thus far. Welcome, Roger Castro says, let's go Gunners. And Madeline Chapman, as always, tuned in from South Georgia. Madeline's got 500 on Blazers. Who's going to take the bet? Roger, you got Madeline? I'll middleman that bet. Well, it looks like it may not come in time. Madeline, you'll have to start creating side bets down. Maybe you can guess how many throw-ins there'll be. And, of course, it will be Xavier Gwynn getting kicked off for Blazers. We're in the number 9. He will start us off. Blazers right to the left, Gunners left to right, and we are underway here from Annandale. Blazers electing to knock this one around, get some touches. Mike Atuni wearing the captain's armband immediately comes under pressure. Not a good decision from Atuni, and Gunners will draw an early set piece. It's a bit shaky from the Blazers, from what you'd expect to be the more experienced of the two sides. Gunners, they have an opportunity to stack some bodies in the box, and they will put one across the top of the 18. Arfin Bayat is the first to it. And his clearance doesn't really clear much distance. Duran suffers through the contact, and now it will be Ayala standing over the ball. Edward Ayala has been away from the side for a little bit, but they're certainly happy to have him here as Gomez looks down the line. Gomez's ball does connect with Bayat, but Bayat quickly dispossessed, and now we're going to have a throw for the Blazers. There's Andrew Gomez looking down the line, has a few options, and he'll take his time as Blazers really did struggle to get going right away. Ooh, Ayala, not his best touch. It's a quick counterattack option, but Gunners will go back in order to go forward. This is sent to the top of the 18. Otuni gets ahead to it. Ekpada will just send it outside. Mahdi, well, he got a first touch, but he had a little bit of contact from behind, and will have that set piece for Blazers, who have been shaky to start. Mike Atuni doesn't look so interested in playing short. He'll lift this one up the field and try to get a little bit of breathing room. There's El Seer, Ahmed El Seer, good connection upfield, but his teammate did not do him any favors, and now it will be a throw on the near touchline for the Blazers, who've slowly found their way into the game. This is Ayala. The shot taken by Duran. Blocked well, and now Gunners will have to dock this one out for a throw. So just a couple minutes elapsed already. Already we've seen some sparkling moments and some not so good moments from each side. We'll see who blinks first and who's able to find something special from this game. That is certainly a late challenge. The advantage is given as Gunners still looking to get upfield. That's a good advantage played. Here come the Gunners, still going through traffic, slaloming run. Finally, Atuni steps in and makes the timely challenge. Had to get ball there, and he did so to stop what was a slaloming run from Gunners FC. Daniel Wade. Oh, that's a poor pass from Wade. Gunners, second bite at the apple for the counterattack, and that's perhaps one touch too many. It's hotly contested yet again. And Gunners will take one from distance. It's never going to trouble Christian Merida from that range, and it travels innocuously wide. So a goal kick to come. It's not too late. Madeline, you want to take the bet? Roger's got $3 and a pack of gum. What do you say to that wager? Sounds pretty promising, I'm not going to lie. The pack of gum really sells it for me. This is sent down the line. Now Ekpada. Well, he found Rashid Mahdi, but Mahdi didn't have any time to make anything happen. Quickly was able to get a tackle in. We finally have our Gunners roster, which we'll get to in just a moment. For now, it's action on the far side. Quickly turned over to Blazers. Mahdi turns out of trouble. Now it's Ayala and now Colson finding Gomez. So Blazers finally finding their footing. That's a lovely little turn there from Duran. Still going now. Arfin Bayet. Oh, the return pass seemed to be on, but instead Arfin Bayet held on, and now Gunners able to move down this far side. That was lovely from Jorge Duran. Almost found a bit of fortune in the mix, but the second return pass was not to be. Now Gunners looking down the line. Tsuni able to body and muscle that one off, and we'll go back to the young Merida. There's Duran. His second pass with the head goes errantly wide. We got some good support here. The young crowd making themselves heard and very much felt. This is down the line. Gomez, never any doubt. Well, maybe there was some doubt. Gomez didn't think he was going to get that one over the end line, and so instead had to intercede. And it looks like Gunners may have a long throw delivery in the mix, so stay tuned. This one's over the end line, and it will be a goal kick to come. There's another short delivery for Blazers. Atuni again looking to find Ekpada. Return pass from Ayala is a good one, and now Xavier Guin dropping in deep to get involved. Colson just a little bit late there. Now out wide. Is there a service across? Yes, there is. Well positioned is Benji Coleman, and he sends this one into a safe area. Now Gomez down the line. His ball trickles past the outstretched legs of Ayala. Good ball towards the top of the 18. Benji Coleman seemed to get a foot in. And now the square ball across. Merida off his line, able to come and collect. Christian Merida had to cover some distance there, but did so with ease to take some pressure off this back line. Here's Xavier Guin. Now Ekpada. And Atsuni knocking it around. No goals just yet. No real clear-cut chances, but you do sense that both these sides are finding their way in here on this Saturday night. Lovely little turn from Duran. What a turn from Duran. And now Blazers could be in. The shot from distance just wide. Ayala took that one on, but Ahmed El Sir, he had it covered. Not a bad little strike there from distance to try to tuck one in at the near post. But again, El Sir certainly had that one covered. It was Arfin Bayet with the chance. And now Gunners looking to play from the back. That is not what the doctor ordered for Kyle Mondowo. And now Blazers back on the ball. Here's the long throw from Mahdi into that 18. That's a poor handball. Golazo! There it is, Arfin Bayet. He didn't have to wait for the referee's decision. He took the strike on a lovely half volley. Did look like a canned ball, but you gotta love that. Don't look to the referee. Take the matters into your own hands. Put your foot through it, and that was a confident finish from Arfin Bayet. Lovely one to look back at. It was the long throw from Mahdi that set this one into motion. There's the handball, but the half volley was a thing of beauty, and I absolutely love the character, the concentration, and the finish from Arfin Bayet to make this a 1-0 game here inside of the first 10 minutes. Now, Blazers, they smell blood. Gwyn wanted to try to find a little seam in behind, and Duran was in the vicinity, but unable to find anything. Now it's sent up the field. No connection to be found, and Blazers very much in the driver's seat at the moment. They've got the momentum. Rashid Mahdi goes back. Now Ekpada. All the way into the feet of Christian Merida. Here's Coleman. Coleman able to find something he liked. Task failed successfully. Bayet's ball didn't quite find a colleague at first, but did set in motion this current attack. It's sent in. What a connection. It's sent across. No real pace in the strike from the left foot. Andrew Gomez did well to get in and find that connection from Jorge Duran, who found his teammate with ease. But this is a good moment for the Gunners to settle down and try to find the rhythm and the momentum that they had to start. But it doesn't look like they're going to have it right now. This is another takeaway. Bayet dispossessed this time. And Gunners now will have a second try to get forward. This one sent out wide by Hosam Abdurrahmi. This is Cal. Goes down, and now will be a set piece right at midfield. Quickly sent down for Abdul Rahman. Over to Abdul Rahman. Oh, not a convincing clearance. Benji Coleman got a foot to it, but I think he intended to get that one over the touchline instead of the end line. Ooh, that's prime. You got to take that offer up, especially now it's already a goal on. So if you still get the bet, I would take that. Hubba Bubba is elite. Welcome, 5248 Momo, excuse me. Sent across. The flag stays down. Is there a square ball? Lovely bit of skill. And now taken. Oh, what a save. Christian Merida with that strong foot after the deflection. I thought we were about to be yelling goal and leveling things up, but somehow Christian Merida stuck out a strong paw to keep this one out. We'll come back for the replay in a moment, but for now, Blazers looking forward. They've got Arfan Bayet. Perhaps didn't get the touch he would have liked on this one. It's the first match we've gotten the pleasure of covering Gunners in this current season. We did have the pleasure of covering their broadcast on DMV Sports Media and their WPL final against Starliners, and what a match it was. Really a 3-3 match that went through all of 2 overtimes and penalties. I think it was 10-11 rounds of penalties, but fell very, very narrowly in one of the matches of the season. But now they're back, and they're upgraded to the Super Soccer League here in this APL conference, but are up against it right now. This is Xavier Gwynn goes down. 2 players just lost their footing. No foul there. That's the right decision. It was just a strip on the ball, and now the counterattack is on for the Gunners. Lifted it in the central area. Gomez is there. Arfan Bayet tries to run this one down, and he does enough to touch this one out. Will be a Gunners throw. I'm glad you said that, Momo. I thought I was messing up the names. There are 2 Abdul Rahmans, Hassam and Ahmed. Hassam is wearing the number 8, and of course Ahmed wearing the number 4. So I know that it is not me messing up. Oh, this is a lovely head forward. The flick on is there. 1v1. Merida smothers another huge save from this young goalkeeper, and we talked about him before the game. He has been an incredible force for this Blazers side over the last few seasons. There's another big spread save after the deflection save that he made. And now Blazers able to spring forward. Duran tried the swim move, but Cal was there. And here come the Gunners. Gunners certainly finding more success. They've had 2 clear-cut chances in as many minutes, and now a deep strike. Never gonna trouble Merida from that range. That was the number 10, Ahmed Al-Ghani. Looking for pay dirt. Excuse me, Zain Kadir was there. Now Atsuni with a big ball, no immediate recipients, but Blazers will have the throw here on the near side. And I want to show you some of these replays, but right now this game just moving too quickly to stop for any of the replays. Instead, we are going to have action down this near side. A return pass. This is a beauty. No clearance made. Still danger at the top of the ET. Now it's sent away by Atsuni. That is another errant shot from the Gunners from very deep. I think once they get acclimated with this young goalkeeper, they're going to probably want to get closer. Christian Morita, I don't know how many from outside of 25 yards I've seen him concede, at least, especially outside of 30. Oh, excuse me. This was the first save from the deflection. At the feet of Algani. That was a huge save from Morita. Back in play. Blazers able to cross the midline. Duran, this is his physical style of play, but Cal has matched that physical style with some physical defending of his own and has won the throw for Gunners FC. Well, you saw the first save. Let's take a look quickly at the second save while Gunners decide how to approach this throw. What a 1v1 save from Christian Morita. 2 saves to keep the score in favor of Blazers and keep the clean sheet alive. Here's Abdelrahman. Looking out to the far side. No connection to be found. There is Rashid Mahdi with that long throw, the long throw that set in motion the Blazers' goal. Ghani able to muster his way out of trouble, now looking for the long ball forward. It's an easy claim for Morita. And we'll go right back down that right side through the feet of Akpada. Akpada sees something early. That was an audacious effort. But even still, Blazers may have a second bite at the apple. This is Colson into the 18. Cal does enough. Another piece of incredible defending from the Gunners' center half. Down the line for Algani. Still going, and now the overlapping run is a good one. He sent it across, and that's another save from Morita. That was one a little bit more tame, a little bit more inside his comfort zone, but still had to be held, and now Morita will knock one upfield. Great decision from Cal to send that one to his teammate. The vision to put that slight touch, and now more lovely skill on the near side. That was terrific ball forward. Algani sends it out wide. It's Gabriel Quichal, who has been influential on this right side, now sent across. And the finish from Xavier Gwynn is a thing of beauty. Xavier Gwynn doubles the tally for the Blazers. Who sent that ball across? I believe it was Bayet. There, the two are getting that celebration. Arfin Bayet and Xavier Gwynn. We'll come back for the celebration. It's 2-0 here in the 19th minute. Perhaps it was Colson. I don't want to speculate. Let's see. Your cameraman was doing something else. Maybe Jorge Duran. One more time. Ignore the first part of this. Yeah, that's Jorge Duran with the assist. Beautiful ball to cut out the defender. Kept it away from the goalkeeper and gave Xavier Gwynn as good a chance as any the finish from Gwynn to take it first time and kind of bend it around, use the momentum of the ball against the goalkeeper, Elsear. It was a thing of beauty. Credit to the assist, credit to the finish, 2-0 Blazers. Down the line this one goes. Coleman able to get ahead on it. Good skill from Alghani, but perhaps could have let it go a moment earlier. Here's Rashid Mahdi for the Blazers. Mahdi spinning out of trouble, has got his work cut out for him, but immediately goes to work defensively. That's certainly going to be a foul and potentially more. Yeah, we're going to see the yellow card. That was a business decision for Rashid Mahdi. He lost the ball in a dangerous area, and from a cynical perspective, perhaps a wise move. There were players in waiting to help continue that attack, but now Blazers will have bodies back to deal with the set piece. Hey, what's up, Eric? It's been a minute. Good to see ya. Yeah, that was a great finish from Xavier Gwynn. Here comes the right-footed delivery. It really didn't have the pace or the trajectory to trouble this Blazers back line. Cal steps up and does it well. It was well outside of his defensive range and certainly didn't want to lose it there, but has kept the drive going for Gunners. Alghani on this near side will send it across and took an unfortunate deflection out off of the teammate number 19, who is somebody. Struggling to read the handwriting, but I believe that's Semedo. I can't really read the handwriting, but in any case, it was an unlucky deflection. And the goal kick sent forward to Ayala. Ayala's ball is a good one. It gives a chance for Arfan Bayat, but Elsear is there. Cal helped out his goalkeeper by putting a little shield in there as well. Now down the line go the Blazers. Rashid Mahdi rounds the line, kept this one alive. Can he find the final effort? It's a physical challenge coming together, and it looks like it is going to be a corner kick. Rashid Mahdi and Cal came together. That's two players that play a really physical brand of ball, and it only makes sense that we get tangled up in a strong way. Looks like, I believe Cal got a bit of the ball. So says the crew down there. Now will be an in-swinger. It's Benji Coleman with the left foot. Send this set piece in. And it's low on a drive. Oh, it found Duran. Now Atuni keeping it in the mix. And it looks like we're going to have a second chance for the Blazers. Take a look back at this replay. Looks like it took that final touch off of Cal. Now the delivery, well defended by Gunners. Right back inside for Colson. Colson through traffic, unable to thread the needle. Instead, the second effort does have more success. There's Arfan Bayat losing his footing. I know Mahdi has settled things down. It just looks like there's more than 22 players down there. It's a narrow field, and these teams are really just contesting each and every ball. And there will be an opportunity for Ayala and Duran to cook something up. It looks like Duran wants this one. He says, first game back, Edward, get on in there. You need to play a couple more games before you get the set pieces back. Duran on the delivery. was a stinging ball into the wall. Dominic Coulson holds on for the moment, and now we'll find Bayat. Arfin Bayat looking down the line, but not able to quite find what he was looking for. Oh, Xavier Gwynn comes in, intercepts the ball. Second effort. It's Duran over to Gwynn. Xavier Gwynn, what can he find? Really physical defending, and that will be enough to put Xavier Gwynn off. Gwynn, never a player you want in your 18. He's already shown his danger with the first goal, excuse me, the second goal for Blazers. Almost found another one there. This is Christian Marita settling things down. Blazers, they've got that 2-0 advantage, and, well, they don't need to be doing anything like that. It's a cheap turnover around midfield. Gunners have bodies forward. Tooney does enough to send it away, but those are the moments where Blazers need to be better. They found a lot of success over the last couple seasons by a strong defense-oriented strategy where they just kept a really tight shape. They played for each other, with each other, and they didn't make mistakes in transition, but they've had a few unfortunate moments this season, which has undone them and been in some close games, but some of those close games have kind of come apart at the seams in the later stages. I'm thinking about the Hawks game. I'm thinking about the World Class Premier game. Oh, now the young Merida will knock this one across into the midfield. Pada, now Duran. Duran turning. It's a heavy challenge. And it looks like Duran is down. It's just kind of a really, really strong challenge into the feet of Duran. And Duran is still down. Hope the best for the player, and we'll need to get the medical attention. No, it looks like he may look to continue. Now that we see Duran back on his feet, let's take one more look at the challenge. I want to see if they, the player, I mean, he did get to the ball. So I'll say, if anything, that is one argument, but it was one of those challenges that, the two-feeted challenges that you just can't make under any circumstance. But referee saw it a different way. Will be a throw down the far touchline. Lovely little turn there from the middle. And across the 18. Coulson is there. Now Arfin Bayat driving forward. He's got one goal and now wants to try to link up with Gwynn, who also has a goal. And here is predictably a long throw opportunity for the Blazers. It's Rashid Mahdi, top of the 18. Cow is there. Now Gunners unable to play out. We have Kevin Miranda Cortez. Miranda Cortez dumps this one off. Now the return pass off the Cortez's foot. I'm still trying to figure out who number 19 is. It could be Ahmed Elise. Play will continue despite the Blazers' protest. Now Byatt goes down. It's a push from behind from Daniel Marquez. If you're in the chat, don't forget to hit the like button. Get these players and teams the exposure they so need. And, of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We got some big competition coming up. Next week is the start of UPSL action. Tomorrow will be Super Soccer League Maryland Division I, the Northern Conference of this, the Super Soccer League Virginia APL Conference. And then, of course, mid-May, we will have USL2, USLW, NPSL, and, of course, the WPSL, all live on the channel. We're really excited. Well, I'll put a caveat in that. We will be broadcasting USL2, but I don't think we'll have the opportunity to put it on the YouTube channel, but we will have, obviously, instructions for how you'll be able to watch that on Sports Engine, NBC Sports Engine. More to follow, but for right now, it's a set piece for the Blazers. Olsen had his name up in lights, but I don't think this was ever going to trouble him at Elsevier. Didn't have the dip, didn't have the pace. Didn't really trouble the young goalkeeper. Well, here comes the pressure. Clever there from Elsevier. Pressure very much still on from the Blazers. There's Cal. Rashid Mahdi. There's that battle again we spoke about. Mahdi thought he had done enough to win the corner, but it looks like he had the final touch that time. Hard to say, but I think that referee might have got that one right. Mahdi got that final touch. This one's a goal kick that doesn't really have the distance that Elsevier usually gets, but Gunners bailed out. With kind of a cheap foul around the midfield, and Cal will send his teammates forward. It's an opportunity to get some distance after they've been up under the gun for the last few minutes. Thanks for joining, Mom. Appreciate the kind words. I don't know everyone's name. Sometimes I just make it up. Oh, this one bounces into a dangerous area, but Coleman was there. And now Gunners looking for a second bite at the apple into the 18, and Merida is there just ahead of the would-be strike. Here's Merida, who's already had a fantastic performance, will dump this one up top. It's flicked on by Daniel Wade. And the pressure from Byatt is well evaded there by Cal. Cal waving his teammates forward, and he finds the connection up top. Lovely little ball forward. Now Gunners needing a square ball. It looks like they're not going to get one, but perhaps go back in order to go forward. Now will be a throw on the far side. And this time took a final touch off of the Gunners' man. It will be a Blazers throw, much to the chagrin of this Gunners side. It was Daniel Marquez heavily involved in getting the Gunners down that far side. Here's Ekpada down the line for Wade. And Wade's ball is going to go over that far touch line. Here is a moment to address. It looks like no cards coming out. I thought we were going to see a caution, but instead, just a brief address. And now will be a throw on the far touchline. Gunners still trailing here in the early stages after two unanswered Blazers goal. Arfin Byatt strike followed up by a Xavier Gwynn finish. Here's Arfin Byatt in between a sea of red shirts. Can he get it away? Yes, he can. Has found His colleague up top, Xavier Gwynn. Well, this is a cheap turnover from Ayala. Ghani now working against Colson. Colson had to get that one right, but he did so the perfect tackle, in the 18. Take a look back at the replay. There will be a throw on the near side for the Gunners. Mahmoud sent it in. Can he send it across now? Yes, he can. Takes a deflection into the waiting arms of Merida. I think was fortunate that time with the deflection. Took a lot of the pace off the ball, but Merida has been excellent thus far. This is a big ball in the direction of Gwynn. Cow is there. Cow. Clearly a player who is called on quite a bit for this Gunners side. And he's been exceptional thus far. Now sent back over towards Mahmoud. Ghani dispossessed. We'll have the throw here on the near side. It's Virginia Gunners trailing by 2 here in the 36th minute. Just under 10 in this first half. Mahmoud sends it forward. These are two sides without a point thus far in the Super Soccer League season. Would really love to come up big, and I put this in the category of must win. Not just mathematically if either of them wants to make playoffs, but just as far as getting your season going, momentum. You've already had 3 or 4 games, and you really need to start putting some points on the board. 3 games for the Gunners, 2 games for Blazers. Stand corrected. Goes down the line. There's Ghani. Gunners clearly committing more and more bodies, but opening themselves up at the back. It's a dangerous play against this pace of Xavier Gwynn. This is sent across. Way too much juice on that ball, but Ghani tracks it down. Clever little skill there from Ghani, and Andrew Gomez had to just touch it out for the corner kick. Take a look back at this skill from Ghani. Sometimes takes a little bit of creativity to get something going, and now it all comes down to this corner kick. Mahmoud, the player standing over the ball. There's a delivery from Mahmoud to the back post. Oh, Cal rises above everyone. Only partially cleared. And it looks like we're going to have a foul coming out. It's saved from Merida, but there's a player down. It's potentially a head injury, so instead we might be seeing a drop ball. Interesting to see how our center official addresses this one. It was a well-struck ball on goal. Merida made the save. Ghani, who has been a man in motion over the last 10 minutes or so, he's the one who created this set piece, the corner kick, and he almost was the one to deliver on the end of it. Instead, we're going to come back to a drop ball since the whistle was blown while Gunners still had possession. A head injury, or center official is mandated to stop the game and check on the player. It looks like that player is Rashid Mahdi. He was sent in by Gunners. Ghani with the second strike into traffic, and now it's forward. Gwynn looking for Daniel Wade. Didn't perhaps see the Gunners man there. Back to Otuni, and now Blazers will start from 0. There's a lot of activity on that far side, but somehow Merida has found Ekpada. Now it's Abdel. And we're back to square one. There's Ghani. In the 39th minute, just about 6 minutes to play. Gomez gets a touch. Arfan Bayat is there. Gomez He didn't like what he saw and just whiffed that one forward. Oh, that's a great ball forward from Daniel Wade over to Xavier Gwynn. Timely challenge from Abdelrahman. No, excuse me, that was Gabriel Quachal. Quachal had to get stuck in there and able to kind of poke that one away on the near side. Here's Ayala with a hopeful ball in the direction of Akpada. Akpada keeps it alive. Now Atuni with a second long ball into the 18. Gwynn, he knew he was in an offside position and let it go. Throw to come for the Gunners. Thanks for all those likes. Everyone who hit the like button. If you haven't done so, consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more amateur footy. We got kind of an escalating season in terms of the magnitude of the games. Not that these games aren't big, but it'll be the regular season, it'll be playoffs, and it'll be some of the national leagues over the summer. And this is down the line from VA Gunners. Well tracked down from Colson. Finally, Ayala able to settle things down. I think Blazers will be quite content with the scoreline. Of course, they'd want to force the issue and get a third, but not at the expense of opening up their back line. I think slower is better right now. This is sent forward by Benji Coleman. Xavier Gwynn is in the vicinity, but Quachal marshals this one back all the way to his goalkeeper. There's a well-timed challenge from Gomez now. It's Coleman into Ayala, who didn't get the pass he was looking for. It's a chance for the Gunners just outside the 18. Ahmed, and away. What a save. This time, ready to get some help from his back line. Take a look back at the replay. Believe that was Ahmed Alis. Can't say for certain. Now will be a throw on the far side for Marquez and company. .42nd minute. Blazers still in control with the 2-0 advantage over Gunners FC. There's Abdel. Now will be another set piece, this time for the Blazers. Abdel Ahmed has come on for Rashid Mahdi after that head injury in the earlier stages after a corner kick from Gunners. There's a booming kick from Atuni into the night sky. Well contested, but second ball falls kindly for Blazers. Colson still going after that nifty little move. Colson with the strike. It's low, it's wide, it's a goal kick. Well, the build-up got some excitement going. Colson was kept going through the contact and somehow ended up with the ball in a favored position. And it looks like Colson did sustain some contact and potentially a little knock, and he will make his way off. I don't know if Blazers have any subs on the bench, so right now it will be Blazers, I believe, playing with 10 men. I'll confirm that in a moment, but as a tackle from behind, ooh, has to be a card, especially since it was a great attacking opportunity for the Blazers. Let's take a look back at the replay. Certainly did seem an ill-timed tackle from behind. Yeah, that's a yellow card plus. Here in the 45th minute. No, there are 11 players on for Blazers. I misspoke. But this one is going to travel up to Daniel Wade, and there's no second effort, no second runner. That was a really tempting looking ball from Wade, and to boot, Alcera didn't even handle it cleanly, so any second run could have found some fruit there. But it's not to be. Here's Gunners looking downfield. Tooney gets the first challenge. Second in the direction of Abdelrahman. Coleman gets his head to it, and now it's a chance to move ever so calculated manner down the field, and I think it suits the Blazers right now with their goal advantage. Ahmed tried the audacious turn, didn't come off. That's the second bite at the apple here for the Gunners. Good defending there again from Coleman. Now Alghani with the strike. Golazo from Alghani. It doesn't get any better than that. Right at the end of this first half, well, I was saying it takes something special to beat this young goalkeeper, and that is something special. Take a look back at this stripe. Alghani has been exceptional all half long. He's got the goal. He's got the momentum back for his side. Let's take another look at this absolute peach of a left-footed strike. Yeah, not a thing that Marita could do about this one. It's about as upper 90 as you're going to get. We'll put that one in the hat for one of the goals of the season, up there with Jojo Khan's bicycle kick. We've got some very real contenders. There's a lot of season left to go. This is sent out wide. And the momentum has shifted into the Gunners' favor. Marita settling things down with that claim. Imagine this might be the final act of the first half. That's a poor ball forward from Gomez. Can Blazers outlast? Mahmoud sends it inside. They really, we'll talk about smelling blood earlier from the Blazers. Now it's Gunners who smell the blood in the water. Abdul Rahman sends it out. As time trickles forward, it seems like every second is a minute, every minute is an eternity. From a Blazers point of view, Gunners, well, they want time to stand still. They're playing some of their best footy. Most confident footy they have here is, speaking of confidence, Cal gliding forward, but finally tackled. Ahmed looking down the line against Elise. Elise able to win it back. Oh, here's the strike. Oh, it didn't really connect. Alghani was feeling himself after that first goal, and certainly within his rights to take on the second. This one didn't quite sit up or come off quite as nice in the connection. This is sent into the midfield. Well flicked on by Wade. Duran does well to get back. Here comes Jorge Duran, dispossessed. And up we go. Alcera, ooh, he may be in trouble. Xavier Gwynn was very much hunting for that one. And now Gunners a little bit uncomfortable after they were the ones causing the discomfort. They are almost undone at the back. Cal able to get out of the pressure. Onwards we play. We did have a couple of stoppages, a couple of injuries, and it looks like we're going to get that time. Ball sent forward. Coleman interceded. I don't think he felt comfortable. Marita did call off everyone. And here we go. The delivery is a good one to the back post. Perhaps just a little bit far. Abdul Rahman was the closest one. It will be a goal kick, and I imagine this would be the final act of this first half. Marita just send it in. No, Gomez. Well, I was wrong. That's not the final act of this half. This might be. Here's Elise. Ahmed Elise to the end line. Sends it across. Another big stop from Christian Marita. And you got to imagine time has to be at its end any minute now, but Connor's almost pulling one back. I knew we had some stoppages. I didn't know we had this many. You scarcely see this much stoppage. Here's the delivery to the backside. Is there a second ball across? This is a good clearance, and that is going to be your halftime whistle. Blazers, they found the 2-0 advantage early on, but they were undone with, or at least undone with a single strike from Algani. The first 2 goals from Blazers were Arfin Bayet, and then one from Xavier Gwynn. For VA Gunners, it was Algani who found the back of the net. And now we are ready for a second half, which promises to excite. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media. Live on YouTube, we have matches all day tomorrow, including a National Amateur Cup regional qualifier. Christos hosting Jugadores. Los Toros already moving past Ristosi in their round. We'll have continued coverage of the National Amateur Cup. More reasons to subscribe. Hit that button. Hit the like. We'll see you back for the second half here. Super Soccer League coverage. Hello and welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, second half is upon us here at Annandale. The Blazers, Gunners, second 45 here, Super Soccer League, American Premier League Conference here in Virginia. It is Blazers who took the 2-0 advantage early on, but now Ghani response just at the tail end of the first half. Saw Gunners half the deficit to 2-1 score. Now it's Blazers playing left to right, wearing their all-black kits. Gunners will play right to left, wearing red tops, black bottoms. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media, ready to get underway. Saw some good support from the fans in that first half. Make sure to let us know your thoughts, players to watch out for, and anything else you want to put in the chat. We will be checking it. Down the line we go. As Rashid Mahdi back on the pitch after that head injury that saw him sidelined for the later portions of that first half. It's hotly contested, and the man himself, Ghani, on the far side, has been heavily involved. Gomez does enough on that battle. It's pinballs around. Finally, Andrew Gomez down the line. It's Mahmoud who puts his foot through that one, left no doubt, but couldn't keep it alive. Now will be a throw at the hands of Andrew Gomez. Gomez finds Duran. What a turn from Jorge Duran. Duran still going. Can he get this one across? Duran holds up in the 18, working against Cal. Cal has been defender of the match in my eye, just because he's had so much to do, locking it down for the Gunners, and does it again there to slow down Jorge Duran, who created his own fortune, created his own space with that little turn upfield. Now a corner kick to be found for the Blazers. Who else? But Edward Ayala, looks like he has earned back those set-piece honors. Ayala's ball travels high, but Xavier Gwynn able to get on the end of it. Good little touch there from Dominic Colson, and Gwynn gets help from Mahdi. Rashid Mahdi's ball deflects into the central area, and now Gunners upfield. Down the line, this is Zain Kadar. However, impatient play this time from the Gunners. He's in those triangles to engineer space and keep the ball. Down the line it goes. That's an errant pass. Micah Tooney looks forward in the direction of Xavier Gwynn. Just outside of Gwynn's range, and now Alcir will switch the point of attack over to Quattrell. Now Marquez cutting inside. And again, Micah Tooney stepping strong. This time he is going to connect with his front man, but just that fast. It's back in the mix. Gwynn. Now Colson has threaded the needle. Oh, what a strike. What a pass and what a run. Take a look back at this little bit of ingenuity. How has Dominic Colson found this pass? Put it perfectly on Jorge Duran's foot. Duran possibly put off just enough by Cal's interceding challenge. It's a fascinating little piece of trivia there. Annandale Adams named for the forward-thinking school that it is in the sciences. Annandale Adams. You can see the Atom logo in the central part of the pitch. This is a big ball forward. Easy claim for Merida, who will come out and play with his feet. And it's a clear foul as Ahmed Elise goes right through the back of Atuni. And it looks like he will pick up the caution for that. Atuni is still down. Take a look back at this one. I don't think there's anything malicious there. Atuni did kind of expose the ball for a moment, but quickly got his body in the way, and Elise had fully committed to that one. It's a booming kick from Atuni out to the far side. Arfin Bayet takes it down well. It's a good back pass to find number one. Ooh. That's not the best clearance we've seen from Elsear, and Mahdi will give pursuit. There's Rashid Mahdi down the line. Return pass comes in from Duran. Quichal able to win the ball, and now Quichal bobbing, weaving, finding Algani on the far side. Here's Algani. Oh, lovely skill from Algani. And now the vertical ball. Can't quite get that past Ekpada. Second bite at the apple is Marquez is on it. Great win there from Jorge Duran to keep his footing and motor back. And it will be a throw here on the near side for the Blazers. As clear foul. And it's an opportunity for the Blazers to possibly get upfield. Duran saw something he liked, but there's a lot to do there for Arfin Bayet. Kadar rounds one defender. We'll send it in. The flag must come up. The flag is up. And it's an offside going against the Gunners. Excuse me. Oh, what a ball down the line from Dominic Coulson. Rashid Mahdi gives chase. Quichel is there, and now Sarah will have to dump this one into the midfield. Gomez, now Daniel Wade. Wade still going, has Rashid Mahdi. Quichel does enough. Kadar has some options. Abdul Rahman gets it off his feet now. The drive is still alive. There's some players waiting receipt on the near side. Here's Mahmoud from distance, and that's an easy save there for Merida. Merida will boot this one across midfield. No recipients. The Blazers fortunate on the second ball. There's a square ball from Mahdi. No players in the seam, and Gunners right back where they were a second ago. Abdelrahman over to Kadar. Now back to Abdelrahman. And I've been calling number 23 for Gunners Cal. It's Cedino Siguape. There's Abdul Rahman out wide. Gomez gets it off his feet. And by it. It's probably the right move. A lot of players forward from Gunners. Almost a dicey situation for the Blazers. And Gunners will have to reset all the way back to their number 1. And we're going to have a drop ball. It looks like there's a player still down. It is Benji Coleman who made that clearance, but at the expense of potential injury. Well, there are 2 23s. One is Cal. Maybe it is the correct. I've been saying the correct name. Unclear. Instructions unclear at this point. If you're in the chat and you know number 23, is that Mandamdua Cal? Or is that Cedino Siguape? In any case, drop ball comes in. Here's Marquez for the Gunners. And he will send it back to Quichal. Good little ball into the seam, but will take control. Elise undone by Atuni at the last. Mike Atuni walking the tightrope, cuts inside. Now Madi over to Jorge Duran. Duran wanted so badly to find Arfan Bayat. Arfan Bayat went back and got this one. That's a resounding challenge. He got the ball, did Rashid Mahdi. Now Xavier Gwynn. He's got a man in. Arfan Bayat looking for his second. Bayat can't get by Quichal. Great defending from Quichal. It looks like our Bayat is down. We'll come back to that later, but for now it's a counterattack from the Gunners. Great little piece of defending from Quichal, who showed his physicality yet again. Down the line from Agpada will be a throw for the Gunners, and it looks like Arfan Bayat is back on his feet. '58th minute, and we are no closer to a winner just yet. Blazers, well, they were the team still ahead, but they've lost 1 goal of lead at the end of the first half and really haven't found a clear favorite here in the second. Sent down the line, well flicked on by Marquez to get it all the way back to his back line. Now Quichal. And Gunners are forward, able to break that line this time. Gunners. Alghani on the far side. Alghani feigns once. Looked for a final nail in the coffin pass, but didn't come off. And now Jorge Duran has won it for himself. Sends the early ball to Gwynn. Xavier Gwynn by himself, pursued and runs out of real estate. Quichal made a timely challenge and now has won the throw. Down the line we go. Tooney will put a booming ball forward. It's well dealt with by the Gunners. Abdul Rahman goes down. Colson still going. Now Benji Colson. And there's going to be a foul going against Blazers. Gomez picks up the yellow card or his contact on Abdul Rahman. Hard to see. Certainly was contact there. I don't know how much Gomez knew of that. Temperature has certainly come down here in the second portion of this match, but things are heating up down there on the pitch as Gunners still pursue that elusive second goal to equalize Blazers. It's a set piece now. I believe this is Mahmoud to deliver. Mohamed Mahmoud, top of the 18. Coleman sends it away. Now Marquez will look down the line. Marita does well to control his box and come out and collect. Now Gomez back inside. Oh, great ball out from Marita. Ayala has Rashid Mahdi. Mahdi didn't quite get the angle correct. It was a fantastic run from Bayat. It will be a set piece for the Gunners on the far touchline. Inside of the last 30 minutes. Here comes the delivery. Cal with a booming ball. Almost connects. Top of the 18. Elise didn't know much about it. Now Arfin Bayat working to get one in. Duran able to get on the end of it. Jorge Duran to the end line. Sends it across. Well collected by Ahmed El Seer. And Gunners are on the front foot. This is Marquez rounding Mahdi. Beautiful little ball. Abdul Rahman tried to turn the defender, didn't come off, and Tooney able to make the clearance. I have two 23s and I don't have a 22. I'm going to go ahead and say that's Cedino Seguape. Potentially. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have Cow as the defender. Marita. I'll send this forward for a Tooney. Great little steal there from Kadar. Cedino sends it in, can't connect. Mahdi has found the way out. It's down the line. Duran gives chase. Excuse me, that's Bayat looking for Xavier Gwynn. Goalkeeper comes out, can't collect. Golazo, and there it is. Rewarded for his troubles is Xavier Gwynn with the second in his basket. And the Blazers go up 3-1. Confusion at the back undoes this Gunners side. Lovely little touch there from Gwynn. And from a narrow angle found a terrific finish. Yeah, this is disappointing for Gunners. I think either goalkeeper or probably Quichal should have been the one allowed to deal with it, but goalkeeper came out, called it, and Xavier Gwynn was proving too much. Able to get past the defender and get a touch, and now it is 3-1 after that finish from a narrow position. Quichal finding Abdul Rahman in the central area. Gunners have already found one response from adversity. Can they do it again? There is Dominic Coulson through the contact, sends it across. And Xavier Gwynn looking for a hat trick. Taken down just outside the 18, and it will be a set piece opportunity for the Blazers. Things going from bad to worse for the Gunners. Let's take a look back. It was the first contact, I think, from Quichal, not the second, because the second didn't really seem to make contact with the player. What a match this far from Xavier Gwynn, and it looks like he is going to be allowed to take on this responsibility. He's a player in form. Blazers going to let him pursue that hat trick and put them up by yet another insurance goal. Jorge Duran is also in the vicinity, but it does look like this is all Xavier Gwynn based on the body language down there. Gwynn, well, he got behind that one in a big way, but could not keep it down. It's a bit anticlimactic all the way through the American football uprights, and now it's a goal kick to come. '68th minute. Blazers leading the Gunners by a score of 3-1 here in Super Soccer League, Virginia American Premier League Conference. It's a booming kick forward from El Sear, but Blazers first to it. Ayala now into the 18. This is a great save from El Sear to deny Dominic Coulson from point blank range. El Sear had to gamble, made himself big at the crucial moment, and has come up with a big stop to really go into damage control here. Here's a look back at the replay here. That's a big stop from a big goalkeeper. And now Duran flicking forward, can only find a red shirt. It's Quichal. The pressure yields dividends. It is going to be a throw on the far side. Welcome, ridiculous dreaming. Who is that? I don't know, but you're calling me Charlie. So I'm assuming it has to be someone from the family. In any case, welcome. Down the line we go. What a pass to find Jorge Duran. In stride, Duran looking for the square ball. Cal has done enough. Second at the apple. Oh, what a service there from Jorge Duran with the audacious little behind the foot kick. We'll come back for that replay, but right now it is going to be a throw for the Blazers. Jorge Duran tried to make the clearance. Cal blocked the first. The second set up quite nice. That's one from the trick book from Jorge Duran. Daniel Wade got ahead to it, but not enough pace, not enough direction to beat El Sear. There's Algani, who is the lone goal scorer for Gunners today, willing his way forward, willing his teammates forward. He's got Mahmoud down the line, but Gomez comes up with a big tackle, and it will be a corner kick for the Gunners. Mahmoud still down. Gomez had to win ball here, and he did well to get stuck in and put his foot through this one. Players still down for the Gunners. Welcome, oh, look at Jay. Welcome, Ian Pruitt, as well as, of course, Ridiculous Dreaming. Ridiculous Dreaming. Is that Ian? Ian Carter? It has to be either family or Ian. We got all the... We only have 18 people watching, but got some good friends and supporters in here. Saw Eric in here earlier. Madeline's still in the mix. I got both mom and dad in the chat. There's the lofted ball across the 18. Wade gets it out. There's Xavier Gwynn dropping really deep. He's worked hard for his goals. Yes, it's great to see the highlights and the goals that get scored, but Xavier Gwynn has worked super hard for his team today, dropping deep defensively again and again and getting forward when it counts. Rashid Mahdi winning the set piece in a central area. No. Ian, I know you're Ian Pruitt. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Ridiculous Dreaming. Still trying to figure out because everyone else up here knows me as Noah, but I have a friend named Ian Carter. But no, I know who you are, Ian. Bummer to not see you suited up in a Blazers jersey tonight, but I hope you bounce back from your injury soon. I can see how that was incredibly confusing, me trying to identify a different Ian. Ridiculous Dreaming. I'm still confused at who this is, but welcome nonetheless. Andrew Gomez will take the long throw on this time into the 18. Partially cleared. Wade takes it down. Well, it seems comfortable at the moment for the Blazers. That can change with the drop of a hat with a single moment. 3-2 becomes very uncomfortable. This is Abdelrahman waiting for support, and he's got that support on the near side. Oh, miscommunication there. Mahdi stays on his feet well. Rashid Mahdi, an absolute bull in a china shop. Really physical to get forward. Akpada, perhaps not his finest pass. And this is Quichal striding forward. Colson. Dominic Colson down the line for Xavier Gwynn. Gwynn with an early ball across the 6. And at the back post, Alseer, call him as you like, to collect. Terrific ball across from Xavier Gwynn to put it into a dangerous area, but keep it on the turf, which makes it so much easier to deal with for his teammates. Here comes Alghani. Undone. Gomez has to be careful going in from behind there inside the 18. And now the potential service from Abdelrahman. Sent to Alghani. Now across. Great clearance there from Akpada. Down the line it goes. And sent across. That we were just speaking a second ago about the importance of keeping that one, the cross with pace and on the ground. And there's one from Kedar for Gunners. It almost hit pay dirt. Forward come the Blazers. It's Xavier Gwynn, who's been the outlet all day. Oh, lovely skill. We have to come back for that one. But here's the strike. Well collected by Alseer. Gwynn denied his potential third. We'll march down the line with Alghani, who's been a player in form all day for Gunners. Looking for a way in. He rounds Wade. Has run out of space there in the corner. Wade looking for the ball and now has it back and has won the foul coming out. Great work from Daniel Wade. 75th minute, just about 15 left to play. Yeah, absolutely. I think the Blazers have responded well. They didn't look good in the beginning. They had a great piece of play where they scored the 2 goals and then kind of didn't have their best period. They conceded at the end of the half, looked really, really up against it. And it was a, well, evenly fought game for a long time. Still is, but finding that 3rd goal by the way of Xavier Gwynn has changed the dynamic. And here's one in the vicinity of Gwynn again. Quichal is whistled for the foul. Hard to see the veracity of that one. There will be a set piece just inside of Gunners territory. It looks like Rashid Mahdi is standing over the ball. Opportunity to dump one towards the 18, and that's not a great delivery, but no harm, no foul, because Gunners unable to counterattack with it. There's a Tooney switching it over to the far side. Gomez, now Coleman. And Coleman will deliver. Blazers going to want to tighten that up. They're fortunate to find the throw, but those passes did not look convincing. Coleman over to Tooney. Well kept alive here on the near side. Gunners, oh, they've got Kedar inside. Kedar cutting and finding his help. They're in the middle. Nick Ekpada left, no doubt, with that one. Xavier Gwynn knew he was in an offside position. He retreated off and didn't make a play on the ball. This was still going. Salgani into the 18, and Merida will take some time off the clock. Still got this one at feet. And onwards we play. And closer to the final 10 minutes. Blazers have to be careful how they build out. There's Kedar working against Gomez. Kedar will send it across, and Merida easily able to collect on the end of this ball. Blazers have made it happen today with just 1 sub on the bench. Right now, Arfin Bayat is off, but haven't had a whole lot of reserves. This is a well-blocked ball from Abdelrahman. Now Algani looking for space. Instead, it's Duran dispossessed inside. There's a clear foul, clear card. Tooney didn't even look back. He knew he was coming, and it was a business decision. As we said earlier, just knew that it could not afford to allow that player to move past him in the central area. That's a situation where it's man or ball, and, well, Tooney couldn't stop the ball, so was left with one choice: stop the man. And now we have a set piece here from a central area. Abdelrahman is over the ball. I believe that's Algani as well. Algani will be the lone player standing over this one. Oh, over the wall and just wide, almost a second miracle strike from Algani, who found the perfect upper 90 in the end stages of that first half. Take a look back at this replay. It's not far wide at all. Would have been very interesting had this one found its way inside that post. Mike Tooney looking big, trying to find Xavier Gwynn. It's a foot race now. Xavier Gwynn is looking strong, has got to the end of this, sends it across, And from a narrow angle, the save is made. There's Duran. Now Dominic Coulson. Coulson distributes quickly and over to Abdel. One back by Algani. And Gomez living dangerously. Just got a yellow card. That was another tackle from behind. Has to just be careful. Final 10 minutes here at Annandale High School Stadium in this Super Soccer League APL Conference Virginia match. It's moved upfield and flicked by Abdel Rahman. That's right foot with a hefty challenge. The cards are coming out like candy now. Not really a clear effort to play the ball, and it will be a set piece coming out. Mikatuni will just launch this one forward. Here's a booming ball. And it's a mistimed jump from Cal. And a handball, a set piece in a great position. Blazers happy to take more time off the clock, happy to march up the field and potentially find something. Well, we've seen Jorge Duran create problems with his vicious knuckleball style strike. Even from this range, I can bet this is going on frame even from outside 30 yards. It's into the wall and it's deflected out, but Blazers, they have bodies to deal with this. Ekpada to Atuni. Atuni with the booming ball over the top. Abdel is there. They'll come in from an onside position, and it's going to be a corner kick. Oh, clever from Xavier Gwynn, who wasn't in offside position. He recused himself from the play. You see, almost got in the way of his teammate, but very much confused the Gunners players. We're not sure who's marked to run. Excuse me, who's run to cover. It's getting a little chilly here. Brain isn't working so good. Will be an in-swinger. Dominic Coulson will bear the responsibilities this time, and it's a chance for Blazers to really seal things here in the 84th minute. Coulson with the in-swinger at the near post. Well dealt with initially. Second chance now. Algani is there. Go forward. Gomez touches it. It's a pinball match. Gomez is down, but Gunners are looking to get forward. Here's Elise. Rounding one challenge. Still going. It's Algani into the 18. Elise taken down. And that is a physical bit of play. Really awkward to look at, but Blazers have done enough. It looked like Elise fell down and then tried to pull the defender down with him. Late game drama, late game heroics. You can see Gunners not going down without a fight. It was Abdel Rahman on the far side. Down the line we go. Abdel Rahman able to get it down the line, but ran out of space. Now we'll have a throw for the benefit of VA Gunners. Flicked on by Wade. Duran trying to turn upfield and find his colleague. Abdel running this one down. Perhaps a bit late on the challenge, but we will play advantage. Cal cuts inside. Here comes Cal. And it falls favorably for Sorto. Here's Jimmy Sorto lining up a potential strike. Instead goes for a teammate. Coleman able to send it away. Now Duran right into the defender. Still going is Jorge Duran. Duran loses out. And it will be a foul going against Jorge Duran. Abdel Rahman, the player who's down. Let's take a look back at this one. There's a delivery from Sorto. It holds up in the air well. Watuni only a partial clearance. Shot comes in and Merida holds on tight to deny any would-be chance here in the 87th minute. Merida's booming ball travels just across the midline, but now it's Abdel dispossessed. There's Gabriel. Now back to Abdel Rahman. Chances have presented themselves, but the time is running down. To the end line it goes. Now sent across, side netting, and it will be a goal kick for the Blazers here in the late stages. Let's take a look at the SSL APL table. Sent into the midfield. Out wide it goes. Marquez. Abdel Rahman's ball is blocked. Now will be ball down the line. Cal. Rounds one man. Still going as Cal. And now Duran. Oh, he gets it off his feet. Abdel, he's got a man to his right. Instead, tries to thread the needle. Oh, it's Dominic Colson by himself. Colson, can he get it in? No, it's just wide. Great attempt, but it does look like that is a save from Ahmed El-Sir to deny Colson. It looks like a surefire goal. Oh, a great save there. The tip of the foot, the tip of the toe, all that stood between Dominic Colson and a fourth goal for Blazers. Sent in and well collected by El-Sir. 90th minute. Now Gunners need a hero. They need a miracle too, and it doesn't look like it's coming. Marquez pocket picked by Wade. Down the line it goes. Here's Colson again, looking to find a square ball. Colson, just wide. A steaming shot. He's been a player in form, but just couldn't quite get that one the right side of the post. Take another look back at Dominic Colson's run. Well, with these 3 points today, Blazers would jump up to the 7th spot. on the table just behind Los Toros. It's been a hotly contested season. Looks like a goal kick to come and one final switch. Blazers will bring on Rashid Mahdi for Nick Ikpada for the final stage of this match. We've entered stoppage time, and looks like we probably will get some stoppage based on what we saw in the first half. But is it going to be enough for VA Gunners? Here's Quichal dumping one upfield. Mahdi wins the first. Foot sends it back into the mix, but Daniel Wade is right on the end of it. There's Abdel. Oh, Abdel maybe not making their wisest decision. We'll have to drop back in. That's Algani finding the width. Brian Foot now getting involved. Back to Quichal. Marquez turns inside. Algani distributes at least to the end line. Squared. It's only partial clearance. That is well tackled from Jorge Duran. Duran riding the challenge, turns one man. And now it's right back down the field. Lovely return. And Xavier Gwynn is onside. He timed that run to perfection. Can he get it in? Oh, it's off the far post, denying Blazers their final goal and denying Xavier Gwynn a hat trick. But don't blink now. There's the strike. There's the goal for Dominic Colson. He was denied a moment ago. He said, Algani, I see you one. I got one for you too. Wow, two incredible goals from two incredible players. Really 5 incredible goals today. And let's take a look back at this one. We've had some absolute bangers. Dominic Colson with the left foot. I said it doesn't get any better than that for Algani's goal earlier. Well, I think this one's on the same plane. Just an absolute screamer of a strike. 4-1 is your score, and I don't think there's any coming back from that. Gunners, no doubt, will try, though. They still got fight left in them. They still got spirit to get forward. Here's Brian Foot. Well, maybe they don't. It was the same fight as a minute ago. Here is Dominic Colson on the ball. Xavier Gwynn will give chase, looking for what would be his hat trick performance tonight. There's Quichal. Cal sends it out wide. Marquez. And Quichal. Brian Foot. Into Sorto. Sorto's pass is a good return. And it is going to be a foul coming out. Daniel Wade back on his feet. Into Segui. Now in Kedar. He rounds one challenge, and yeah, that is certainly going to be a foul going against the Blazers. An opportunity for a set piece. An opportunity to pull one back. You never know what will happen. You never know how much time is going to be given. You never stop fighting. It looks like it is going to be Abdelrahman stepping over this one. Hossam Abdelrahman for VA Gunners. Thank you, Project 1813. Colson is having a great game. I appreciate the kind words on the commentary. Yeah, that was an incredible goal. Just the confidence, the pace of the strike from Dominic Colson. Now this set piece up and over. Not a bad effort. And it looks like we're going to have some switches for the Gunners. We're deep into stoppage time now. Can't imagine a whole lot left to be played, but Still fresh life, fresh blood coming into the match and the dying embers. We've had some incredible goals today. Certainly we'll look forward to the highlights. This one's sent back to the feet of Merida. Now turned upfield. Colson gets a touch to it. Now Marquez. And no connection to be found that time. The BSSL, or are you talking about the VSSL? I don't know so much about the BSSL. If you're asking about the VSSL, this is just the future iteration of it. So we were, and even last season, it was the SSL Virginia Conference. Now the APL has merged with the Virginia Conference of the Super Soccer League, and it's part of one greater Super League. We just call it the APL Conference now as a way of integrating APL in, but it's part of the Super Soccer League, which is the SSL and VSSL. There's El Ghani with a strike. Oh, my goodness. He is a player on fire. Even in a losing effort, he has excelled all night. Take a look at this replay. So the VSSL is alive and well. It's just come under different naming. Kuchal. Kuchal from distance, and Merida will just keep control of this one as the time ticks down. Got to imagine at any moment now we will see that whistle blow. Nope, not yet. Cal keeps it alive. And your videographer, commentator is getting hungrier and hungrier here as this night gets colder and colder, but still we plunge deeper into stoppage time. Gosh, 8 minutes. What's he trying to prove? This match is finally at its end. 4-1 for the Blazers. Goals from Arfin Bayet. And of course, 2 from Xavier Gwynn. Finally, Dominic Coulson putting the nail in the coffin. There was one back from El Ghani, Ahmed El Ghani. It was a fantastic goal at the end of the half for Virginia Gunners, but it wasn't enough. Blazers march on with their first 3 points of the season. They will march to the 7th spot, unseating Doratus, and they will certainly want to use this as a springboard to potentially contend for one of those playoff spots. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. I'm Noah Walker. Check us out all day tomorrow. We'll have 5 Super Soccer League matches back to back to back in Maryland. And, of course, we will also have a 2 o'clock National Amateur Cup regional qualifier. Christos hosting Jugadores coming down from Western Pennsylvania. And at 8 p.m. we will also have Super Soccer League Virginia APL Conference Great Falls taking on world-class premier out at Langley High School. Really looking forward to bringing the meat of the season to you here on the channel. Hit subscribe, and we will see you there. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.